Couple of minutes late, but I'm on the air doing the best I can, getting through the TV thing and now doing the coffee talk thing. It is 8:04 on Pi Day, 3.14 decimal 2022. I'm First Warning meteorologist Eric Burris. I hope you're having a great start to your day. We're rolling through here on WESH 2 News Sunrise, getting you ready for the day on TV. And of course, here on social media, we've got to rock it on through as well. The top two things we're watching, of course, is springing forward on the clocks, but not necessarily in the temperatures. We have dropped those temperatures yesterday, and even into today, we're watching the nice cool start to the day, but it's not going to last. We're getting into warmer temperatures by this afternoon, and we'll continue that. And we're also looking ahead to our next strong to severe weather opportunity, which comes tomorrow. So that said, there's a lot to talk about on Coffee Talk, and anytime I do the TV thing along with Coffee Talk, that means I do have a couple of TV hits I have to do. So as long as you roll with me, I'll roll with you, and we'll try to do the best we can. Frankie, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Indeed, talking about Tom Brady returning to the Bucs. What great news that was. Man, oh man, I love it. Good morning to you, Susie. Connie, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Juan Carlos, good morning. Carolyn says, oy vey, it's too early. I've been awake since like 2 o'clock. I'm just ready to go to bed at this point. Here's a live look outside on our Tower Cam network. That's downtown Orlando. I showed that just a couple of moments ago. Let's head over to the World Center, the Disney Springs shot. Looking very, very nice. Here's a look out toward downtown Orlando. This is from our WESH 2 Studios Tower Cam. Looking good. How's about to downtown? Yeah, it's beautiful. Melbourne, Brevard County, good morning to you. Coco, we've been looking at this one for a while. I love this shot. I don't know what it is. It hits that magic hour so nicely. It really is beautiful out. Let's talk temperatures, my friends. We're starting off in the 40s north and west of town, 50s for the metro area, and 60s back over toward the Space Coast. And what I think is so particularly interesting is when you look at the temperatures right now compared to the temperatures this time yesterday, we're 10, 15, 20 degrees different. I mean, it's a major difference. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Hey, Bob, for the next couple of weather hits, Tower Cam to Dub, make sure that they've got the sponsorship chip in there. Tower Cam to what? To Dub. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Sorry about that, my friends. Just getting it set up so that we can do TV while we're doing Coffee Talk. So yeah, it is a dramatically warmer setup. I like it though. I like warmer temperatures. You know what it is? I just like the change. So like yesterday, cool, got the chill. Now I'm ready for the warming. And that's exactly what we have in the forecast today. Just take a look, 66 degrees, our 11 o'clock temperature, 71 by 1, 74, 75 degrees. We're gonna be in that vicinity through the afternoon. So it really is going to be a beautiful, beautiful forecast for us. Marie, Pam, Pat, good morning to you. Alan, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Mercy, good morning. Good morning from Ocala. Linda says, good morning. George Harpool, now there's a name I have not seen in a long time. A long time. Good morning to you, George. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Susie, what does DUB mean? It stands for WSI. It's our main graphics computer. Yeah, everything has a name. You know, I'm the Putz. Sheldon's a Putz. Sonica is Sonica. All right, so anyway, so that's a look at the forecast for our 12-hour today. It's gorgeous. If we break it down neighborhood by neighborhood, I do want to point out that if you live in Flagler County, your temperatures are going to stay just a little bit lower. You'll be in the 60s for highs, whereas the rest of us are looking great. Look at that, 71 today in Daytona Beach, 74 in Sanford, 75 degrees, our high temperature in downtown Orlando. So it is indeed looking very, very nice. I love it. I love it. Hola, Yadira, good morning. ¿Cómo está? I hope you're doing well. All right, so today, a couple of coastal showers. We've already tracked it. We're going to continue to track it. Take a look at how First Warning Doppler radar starting to zero in on those showers coming in here around northern Volusia County. Again, super, super light in nature, but they're there. They're worth at least mentioning. Let's head further to the south and let's see what's doing. We come down here. Those kind of curls are interference, but that is not interference. Down around Floridana Beach, back over toward Valcaria. Some of these super light showers coming on in. Yeah, not bad. It's kind of interesting how the radar's popping. I am not making tweaks to the radar, so we do need to figure out why that's doing that. But at any rate, you get the idea. There's a couple of showers here or there. Today's going to be a nice springish day. I say that because we've got the nice cool start, but the milder finish. And as a matter of fact, if we look at the forecast picture as a whole, yeah, today is looking milder, but by tomorrow we start to watch a storm system really firing up out west and then marching our direction. And it's basically going to get here late tomorrow through early on Wednesday. So here's the timing, okay? Today, we're fine. Tomorrow, we're fine. Elliot's asking, is Tuesday still a warning day? It is. Especially, I would say that most of tomorrow, because today's my last day, then I'm on spring break, and I'm sure many of you, especially parents or educators, you're on spring break as well. The forecast really becomes a concern because it's like, well, what are we going to do with the family? So for the most part tomorrow, we're looking fine. It's tomorrow late afternoon and evening that we get into those strong and severe thunderstorms, okay? So keep that in mind. The concern here certainly is, does it slow down anymore where it's an overnight event? Because the overnight events are absolutely our least favorite, because that's where, if things get bad, people are not aware of it per se. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast. Give me 2 seconds to dial that up. All right, so through today you can see a couple of coastal showers here and there. Nothing crazy, a couple of coastal showers. Overnight tonight, adding in some clouds. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be a cloudy start. And let me bring this full screen because you don't need to see my head. You need to see this. This is where the important information is. All right, through lunchtime, we're looking good. I haven't chatted with the wife to see what we're doing tomorrow, but we're definitely going to get out and do something. Okay? Coral says, can you show the model for Tuesday yet? I'm doing that right now. We're at noon. Okay, watch through time. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, we're still quiet. So again, most of tomorrow is fine. 4, 5 o'clock, you start to see a few showers firing up out over I-75 and out west. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, okay, we're starting to see some of those colors showing up on the radar, right? That's when we're really going to start to watch those storms around. Coral, you're okay, my dear. You're okay. 8 o'clock, you can see more and more yellows and oranges and reds, okay? 9 o'clock, thunderstorms firing up, continuing. Hold on 1 second. 10 o'clock, hold on, I have to send an email. Yes, it was addressed. There was no severe weather that date in 2018. Sorry. Okay, we're just chatting with it. Again, when I'm at work, even when I'm not at work, if work things happen, I have to pause coffee talk. So 10 o'clock, you can see showers and thunder showers. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm off of work. I'm on spring break. Does that mean I'm not going to be tracking the storms? No, I'm going to be tracking the storms, okay? You know what I mean? I'm going to be here tracking them, which 10 o'clock, I'll tell you, I'm usually passed out by that point. I'm usually in bed by 8:30, watching TV for an hour and a half, and I'm usually long asleep by 10 o'clock. That's probably not going to be the case tomorrow, okay? So I'll be watching it. I will be posting on the social channels. That said, Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi, fresh back from a cruise that puts. So he'll be tracking them, and of course your whole first warning weather team will be here. But 10 p.m., that's going to be the time frame when we start to watch those storms. All right, watch through 11 o'clock. It gets over to Brevard County. 11, 12 o'clock, Volusia, Flagler, Brevard County. 1 a.m. along the shoreline, and then clearing out by 2, 3, 4. And then after that notice, we're looking good, just a few showers around. So why is it then, when we look to the 7-day forecast, Why is it that we still have Wednesday listed as an impact day? Because the timing may slow down. And so I at least want to keep it in there to show this could be an overnight kind of a thing from Tuesday into Wednesday. But yes, Tuesday highlighted in red, it's for late day, like afternoon, evening, overnight kind of thing, okay? That's what we're looking at, all right? We've designated this as a first warning weather day, which, you know, is something we don't use a ton, but when the weather justifies it, we use it, okay? First warning weather day. It means that the weather, I mean, here's the overall idea. Strong to severe weather is likely to get you, right? It's likely to impact you. Dangerous impacts are possible. What is so interesting to me, and let's just chat about this for a second, okay? What's so interesting to me is how certain people, give me 2 seconds to type this, certain people, you know, they stick their head in the sand. And I say that because just the other day, just yesterday, somebody on Facebook, I made a post about the threat for strong to severe storms, okay? And somebody said, no big deal. You guys always overhype things. Why are you overhyping this? And I'm like, I don't remember if it was a sir or a ma'am, but I was like, well, on Saturday morning, I wouldn't say that we overhyped anything because there was a high-end EF1 tornado that cut a path of damage 26 miles long. Okay, so like, is that overhyping? I don't think so, you know? All right, speaking of that, let's, I'm gonna put up the CW18 broadcast. I've gotta go do TV. I'm going to do TV. Look at this video, for goodness sake. Seriously, okay? All right, I'm gonna go do TV. I will be right back with you to talk more, okay? Stand by. Look at that video. Look at how quickly it came out of nowhere. That's unreal. It is going to be an absolutely beautiful day, too. Temperatures climbing back into the 70s. Here's a look at our downtown Orlando tower cam. A little bit of haze on the horizon, but it is nice and it is dry. Let's talk about that what to wear forecast, because on days like this, at least let's try and get through the journey together. Long sleeves this morning, temperatures in the lower range of the 50s. In the metro, there are some spots even cooler than that. And then this afternoon, comfy clothes. You can take the jackets off. You can get into just the t-shirts and shorts and enjoy. Ah, it's beautiful. Florida gonna Florida, as they say. 56 to wake up in Oak Hill. It is 45 in Pearson, 46 in Bimini, 48 degrees here in Palm Coast. 59 though right on Flagler Beach. Isn't it amazing the difference just a couple of miles makes? 55 in Geneva. Good morning to you. Wekiva Springs, 52 degrees. And we're at 47 in Ocala. So a mix of 40s, 50s, and even 60s on the map. But with the breeze coming in off the ocean, the one thing that we are going to be watching through the day today is passing showers. You can see some of them showing up here across kind of Volusia's coastline, and there's a few more down into Brevard County, down around Mico, Valcaria, and even back over towards Satellite Beach. In terms of the 12-hour forecast, watch those temperatures. Slow and steady wins the race. 66 by 11 o'clock, 71 by 1 o'clock, and we'll make it into the mid-range of the 70s. Do notice a couple of showers in the forecast. 10% coverage, nothing strong, nothing severe, okay? Very comfortable temperatures. Still below average, should be to 79. We'll do 75 today in the city. About the same thing across our inland spots. A little lower for our North Shore communities from Palm Coast into Volusia County, but back into the mid-70s there for Brevard. A couple of showers showing up on Futurecast. No big deal, though. It is a milder air mass courtesy of that onshore wind component. Then looking ahead to tomorrow, we peek over toward the Gulf of Mexico as a developing storm system fires up, pulls energy, and starts moving our direction. This is going to give us our next chance for strong to severe storms. And we're talking about it, as a matter of fact, over on Coffee Talk on the WESH 2 Facebook page and on my Facebook and Twitter pages right now. But through the day tomorrow, notice how we are quiet through 5 p.m. It is after that point that we start to really get showers and thunder showers firing up, and then marching off toward the east little by little. By about 1 a.m. Wednesday, I think the worst of the weather will be cleared out and we will be looking better. But because of that threat for strong to severe storms, we have highlighted Tuesday as a first warning weather day, meaning severe weather is possible. You just need to stay dialed in. That clears out early Wednesday, and Wednesday will look fine. Thursday, Friday getting nice and hot, and then another chance of storms by Saturday. It's 8:20. Let's get a traffic check. Okay, my friends, we've got a couple of minutes, and then I have a Today Show cut in, and then a couple of minutes, and then another CW18 cut in. So this is definitely a busy part of the day, but as long as you're okay, hanging out, bouncing around a little here and there, then we'll be okay. Yeah, I like it. It's just, we like to stay nice and busy. All right, so where were we? Let's see here. 26 miles, Beverly says. Isn't that wild? 26 miles. Yeah. And what's so interesting is that it wasn't just into Ocala. After that point, the tornado lifted and then touched back down just outside of Volusia County, out near Crescent City. Yeah, so 26 miles. And then again, as we look to the forecast, there's another chance for severe weather. Level 1 out of 5. Now, yesterday they had it as a level 2 out of 5. I think that they may upgrade it once again, just as the dynamics come together. Hey, Bob. Again, Tower Cam to Dub for the Today Show cut-in and for the first hit at 8:30 on C-Dub. Thank you, buddy. Valerie says, good morning. Difficult to get up with the time change today. Goodness gracious, I know what you mean. We're all feeling it. Sonica is blaming the time change on every mistake. I get it. I just say we work so early, let's just blame that every day.
But I think this is an even heightened
Yeah.
version of that. I told you yesterday, I never take naps.
Yeah.
I never take naps. Weekday, weekend, doesn't matter. Yesterday, I was asleep for 4 hours a day.
Whoa. Okay, so what she was just saying, she never takes naps, but yesterday she took a 4-hour nap. Sundays I kind of fall asleep on the couch while the kids are going crazy, and apparently I slept through mass kid hysteria yesterday. Oh, I was just saying, I usually will fall asleep for a little bit on Sundays, like on the couch while the kids are screaming and whatever. Yesterday, I guess I was out for like a little while longer.
How long were you up for?
I don't know, I don't pay attention, I let go of time.
How wonderfully.
Well, because I'm focused on the kids, and then in that moment of napping, I'm focused on nap.
Good for you, as you should be.
Like that, it's like that, I can let go a little bit. Let's see here. People think it's overhyped until something lands on their house, Jenny says. Yeah, I deal with that every day in my job, and I have such a short fuse for somebody accusing us of doing that, because it's not like we're sitting here begging for ratings. Like, listen, here's a clue, okay? Let me tell you something. You're just trying to get the severe weather for ratings. Guess what, people? When the weather gets bad, the Coffee Talk viewership goes up. I don't even have to say anything. Guess what? When the weather gets bad, people watch the news. What? I'm not sharing a trade secret here. That's the truth. We don't have to hype anything to get people to watch. The people are watching because they want to know what's going on. So give them what they want. What a novel idea that is. It's amazing. I have no patience for that. Susie, we listened to Eric, stayed home even though we spent money for tickets for a race, and had we not, we would have been on the road in the path of the tornado. See, that's why we do what we do, right? That's why we do what we do. Cece, what's the deal for Saturday? I'll be camping in a tent in Ocala. It's a little early to get into the exact dynamics, and frankly, I don't have a ton of time. How much time in the break? 2:30. Cece, if you can hang out for a little bit, I've got a couple of TV hits, And then I promise we can dive into the longer range models, but I can't go digging for graphics while I'm talking to you and at the same time putting together a Today Show cut-in. It's a busy, this little window of time is very busy. Just on TV and on Coffee Talk. So when I fill in, I apologize. Siobhan says, I hated that I didn't get any weather alert to seek shelter. I was in bed with my baby who just had surgery one day prior. It was so scary. I mean, I talked about this yesterday on Coffee Talk. We were watching the rotation on WESH using our radar, and we were using the Tampa radar, and we saw that rotation. I feel bad saying this, and I'll point it out again because I'd mentioned this on Coffee Talk yesterday. But, you know, somebody had said that, you know, oh, well, you know, just like you overhype it. Somebody else had said you dropped the ball. And it's like, this is what I was showing. You see the red and the green near each other? Yeah, that's rotation. So, like, this was me at 7:48 in the morning showing rotation. It was broad, but if I was the weather service, I would have issued a warning because you better be safe than sorry. There was no warning issued, and that's kind of the, you know, yeah, that's the tough thing. So I feel really bad. I feel really bad that there was no warning issued for that. Even a severe thunderstorm warning, for goodness sake. That's just me. Carolyn says, I really need to download BuffKit to check the severe forecast. You know what's neat, Carolyn, is, yes, BuffKit, gross. But there's a lot of web-based stuff that you can do, but there's no excuse, there's no substitute for good old BuffKit, God. It's a way to look at skew-T and really analyze upper air data for non-meteorologists. Just, Carolyn's a true weather nerd in every sense of the term. So I can throw in a little extra weather nerddom toward Carolyn. Yeah, take a look. I'd be curious, Carolyn, your thoughts on tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, and we can talk more about it in a moment, but tomorrow, by the way, is the recycle of the Florista. Very interesting stuff. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Let me go do this Today Show cut-in, and then we'll be back. Just bear with us. This is Sonica doing an update. We're both on CW18 and on WESH 2 right now. And then we'll have like 2 minutes. We'll have a commercial break where we can chat. And then the next one will be on just CW. Tower cam to dub, Bob. Thank you, buddy. I was going to say, I don't know what's nicer, the weather or just the fact that the traffic is flowing so smoothly. Knock on wood, that'll continue. We're looking over toward Altamont Springs. Same thing, traffic looking good. The skies are looking gorgeous. Temperatures in the metro area in the 50s. 53 Orlando. We're at 52 degrees in Sanford. Notice up north of town, we're in the 40s, so a little chillier. Our first warning Doppler radar, speaking of which, showing a few passing showers into some cooler air. So Flagler Beach, back over toward Holly Hill, may see a couple of cool showers. Down toward Floridana Beach, Grant and Valcaria. Don't be surprised if you get a little bit of rains there. Today, 10% chance of rain up to about 74, 75 degrees. Tomorrow highlighted in red because it is a first warning weather day. Chance of severe weather overnight and then clearing out late week. Okay, so we've got now a commercial break to chat. Then we've got a first weather in CW18. And then we're going to have time together. It's just, as I've said, this is the busiest part of the morning where we're just back to back to back to back to back. So we can chat. I know that you had asked about the storm system that's moving in for this weekend. I promise you I will get you the models to look at that in just a couple of minutes. Plus I want to look at the Florista and kind of compare how that plays in as well. Let me just see. So it's 8:28. Let me load this weather hit. I have to load, I have to load graphics, make changes and all that fun stuff. Let's see here. Is there a specific app that I should download for tornado warnings? I didn't receive one Saturday and I have the WESH weather app. So here's what, Siobhan, that's a great question and a great point, and I hate that you didn't. I would say this: the WESH weather app is the best, because we've worked so hard on it. It'll let you know when the showers are coming to you. You've got our live radar in there, but it will only warn you if a warning is issued, and the National Weather Service in Jacksonville did not issue a warning. I can't make an excuse for them, because I was showing rotation on there. At least issue a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, but they didn't. There was nothing that you could have done if they don't issue a warning. Our responsibility is not to issue warnings, and that's what makes it hard when this type of thing happens. The WESH weather app and a NOAA weather radio. Those two things and you're golden. Seriously. I know that the Red Cross has, I think they have a tornado app, but whatever you need, just have a way to get warned. But again, in this case, no app, no weather radio would have warned you because they didn't issue a warning. At least issue a darn severe thunderstorm warning. I know you're shooting high but I'd rather overwarn than underwarn, especially when it was showing broad rotation. Mikhail says, tornadoes are my number one fear. I get it. I get it completely. Jan, I've relied on the WESH for weather since the Dave Marsh days. Good old Dave Marsh. Oh yeah, absolutely. Betty says, I agree. When weather is changing, I pay lots more attention to the forecast. Right? And that's not me hyping. I'm not trying to hype because I want you to watch me. Can I tell you something? Honestly, I want you to watch WESH, but I don't want to make you think that I'm going to say something just to get your eyeballs on me. Right? I always say life is more important than coffee talk, right? Because it is. But when there's weather, it's my job to let you know about it. All right, let me go do this quick TV hit, and then it will be us. We can spend our time together.
All of the mistakes that happened today, everything that's a little off today, and the fact that we lost an hour's sleep over the weekend, I think it's the Monday of spring break. A little, out of sorts. What mistakes are perfect? Oh my goodness, did you hear that?
Well, he also made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Yeah, we've all, listen. Oh, boom. Okay, all right, well, listen, no matter what you're blaming errors on, it's early and it is that spring forward Monday. Can we do something about that, for goodness sake? At any rate, we are looking at a bright, beautiful, sunny forecast. There are a few passing showers in there, though, today. About a 10% coverage coming in off the ocean. Temperatures are chilly this morning, warmer than yesterday, but chillier than they've been. But we start to warm things up a little bit. 1 o'clock temperature about 71 degrees, 74 by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we'll start to drop off from there. Do want to show you our first warning live Doppler radar, quiet across our western areas, but along the shoreline we're watching some of these showers coming in from Flagler Beach down through about Ormond Beach and even down toward Daytona Beach. So don't be surprised if you get a quick passing shower. You live out east, Malabar, Floridana Beach, even down toward about Mico, watching some of these showers. You see that little guy right there? There's going to be somebody that's trying to take the dog out for a walk and get frustrated. I get it, but that's just the weather forecast that we have. 10, 20, even 25 degree warm up from yesterday morning to today. So even though it's chilly, it was chillier yesterday. We'll talk much more about your Monday forecast. Plus, there's actually the threat for some stronger storms looking ahead to tomorrow. We'll time it out for you using Futurecast in a couple of minutes. Now at 8:33, time for a traffic check. Good morning. Okay, we've got some time now. Let me walk over to the Weather Center. Oof. Okay. Hi, how are you? All right. So, storm system moving our direction, giving us the threat for strong to severe storms tomorrow. I know I showed this, but again, for those of you that are just joining us, this is kind of the timeline for it, all right? So today we're looking great. Today's a checkmark day. Tomorrow, most of the day is good, but tomorrow late into the overnight, that's when we start to get the showers and the thunder showers. Carolyn's asking, does the National Weather Service have criteria on the radar that has to be met to issue a warning? I think it's subjective. Are you talking like, do they need gate-to-gate shear or something like that? I think it's subjective. From the people that I've talked to, I think it's subjective. But to me, your radar's down. You know, in Jacksonville, if you think about it, their radar's down. So the closest radar that they have access to is what? Tallahassee, Moody, Tampa, right? That said, there was a rotating couplet. There was no CC, so there was no spike in, you know, there was no indication of debris aloft. But to me, I would have been perfectly comfortable if they had issued a warning. And I literally was on the air, and I think I said, listen, I've got a video because I was sending this to Alex Alisi. Listen to me.
Just Sumter County, but I got to be honest with you. Within the next few seconds, I would expect the National Weather Service to add Marion County and the rest of Sumter County to the severe thunderstorm warning. Simply means winds are gusting higher than
Right.
58.
So I was literally on the air talking about how I expected them to issue a warning. But they didn't. So, yeah. What can we say? All right, let's get through here. Is there a radar app that also shows the velocity product? Yes, Radar Scope. Radar Scope. So if you want to do a deeper dive, I understand that completely. I would say, you know, for most users, if you want radar, the WESH 2 News app is absolutely great. And I would say even if you're like I'm a more advanced user for radar, sure, right? I still have the WESH app because A, it sends those notifications when there's a thunderstorm approaching and when there's severe weather approaching, which is great. It also sends you notifications when it's going to rain. And that in and of itself is a huge benefit. But in addition to that, if you want a more deep dive in radar, check out it's called Radar Scope. Yeah, Radar Scope app. Radar Omega is another great radar app. So they are out there, and they show velocity, they show CC, you know, all of the advanced radar products, okay? All right, let's see here. So tired of the severe weather. I hate it when we're at a campground in Dunellen Saturday morning. Tornado hit the mess down there. Our camper was rocking. It was a scary thing. Yeah, Darlene, I would imagine, absolutely. Susie says, err on the side of caution. I mean, that's just me, you know? We have a camping trip, Ocala. It's the best time to kayak tomorrow. I would, first off, I don't know how to say your name. I apologize. Is it Grethel? Gretchel? I apologize. I would say for the most part tomorrow, you are fine. Look at the model, and then we'll expand that out to Saturday, okay? So look at the model. So here's 9 o'clock Tuesday. You're fine. Look through lunchtime. You're fine. Tomorrow is looking like a beautiful day. Maybe some more clouds, but a beautiful day. From there, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, still fine. By about 5 o'clock, though, that's when we're going to start to see those colors really getting going. And then, remember, sunset now is at about, what, 7:30? It's like 7:30. That's when we're going to start firing things up tomorrow. And then that continues right through 8, 9 o'clock, continues through 10, 11 o'clock out east, and then eventually moves off the shoreline. So, you know, tomorrow for the most part, you're fine. Now, if we look at Saturday, that, by the way, let's just go back and look. You can see that storm system firing up in the Gulf of Mexico and working through the peninsula, okay? Does that look like something to you? Does that per se look like the Florester? This is the Florester back on November 6th. Kind of started in the Gulf of Mexico, crossed over the peninsula, and moved through. Here's a look at November 6th radar. You see all that rain, and then kind of got a little kick of energy and had some nastier storms move through, especially down into South Florida. Had a couple of wind reports down there. But yeah, this is the same cycling part of the weather pattern as what we have lovingly called the Florester. Debbie, to gain knowledge and understanding, can you reach out to them to ask why they didn't issue one? My only worry, Debbie, yeah, why not? I mean, my gut says that they just thought it was broad rotation. I think that those are sensitive subjects, and I don't want to be I don't want to be the partner that like calls them out any more than I already have inadvertently. Pam, why did Wesh stop the weather app they use and to have a separate app? It was much better then. Was it? I think it was just we incorporated all the features into the news app. CC says, I know a lot of questions for me today. When do you make your hurricane prediction dates? Have you already made them? I have already made them. Yeah, this November 6th part of the pattern, by the way, what's coming in tomorrow is going to recycle again. When is it going to recycle again? Well, here's the highlighted areas for the November 6th part of the pattern. Circle your calendars like November 17th, November 17th, May 17th. That's when this pattern cycles next. May 17th. So tomorrow's storm system is going to be a part of the hurricane forecast, okay? Mid-May. It's May 17th, okay? Then late July, I would say, probably a little peak performance of it. Yeah. I love when people on Twitch try and sell me followers, primes, and viewers. I don't want to buy viewers. You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. All right, anyway, you get the idea. All right, so does anybody have any questions? Tomorrow is a first warning weather day because of those dynamics for strong to severe storms, okay? Again, if we look at the broader perspective today, nice mild air around, but looking ahead, tomorrow that storm system is going to be moving in. That said, I would tell you this. I would say to you that tomorrow I'm off, but I'm going to be tracking storms as best I can. And especially late in the day as the threat for strong to severe storms approaches us, I will be on social media keeping you up to date. Tony, Cam, Kellyanne, the entire weather team will be tracking things, okay? So just know when we call, especially when we call a first warning weather day, we really ramp up coverage. We get news involved and all that. But we're going to be watching things, okay? John says, enjoy your time off. I'll be enjoying it all, except for that Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be doing a lot of work from home, but that's okay. I'll probably during the day be fine, but it's going to be at night that I'll be tracking the storms. Pam, yeah, but the app you have now, we get the news on this app. I don't want the news. You could turn off the push notifications for news. You could turn on just the weather notifications. It has it there too. I mean, it's all in one app, that's all. It's all in one app. Turn off the news notifications, you're good to go. Becca, we want to go to SeaWorld this week. What day is a good day to go? I mean, I would say literally every day is good. We're going to go to SeaWorld at some point too. I would just say tomorrow late is when we've got the threat for strong to severe storms. Okay? Can you show us Saturday, please? Oh my God, yes, I forgot to do that. Yes, I can, as a matter of fact. Stand by. Good gravy. See, this is why I need you in my life, because you keep me honest. All right, Saturday. Okay, so here's Friday. You can kind of see some moisture around. Remember, the further out you go, the lower resolution the models are, okay? All right, so here we go, looking at Saturday. It looks like it's going to be kind of a Saturday afternoon, evening event kind of thing, and then it kind of clears out and moves into South Florida. All right, Amanda? Yeah, Saturday it looks like it's kind of a front that sags south, so it looks like afternoon and evening. Do we know the dynamics for strong to severe storms yet? We don't yet, but we'll get there. All right? All right, we're going to talk much more about the threat for strong to severe storms, all that fun business when I see you at 3:30 today for the afternoon coffee talk, okay? But in the meantime, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk this morning. Stay weather aware, would you? Just make sure, track the storms. You know, you can, I know that there's many ways to get weather information. I just want to make sure you know you can download the WESH 2 News app. It's got our live radar. It's got those notifications. I think those notifications are the biggest part of the weather component to this app. If you want more advanced radar, Radar Scope, Radar Omega are also good ones as well. But I would say for 95% of the users, the WESH 2 mobile app has absolutely everything you want. And by the way, there's the National Composite Radar. But pro tip, if you go into the WESH app, if you go into the WESH app and you go to Weather and you go to Interactive Radar, okay? If you click on the layers, which is the bottom corner right here, if you click on the layers, it defaults to the normal radar. Just to the left, first warning live Doppler radar. And then that is actually our radar, okay? That updates every minute. Pro tip, okay? All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. See you guys and gals on TV through 10 o'clock on CW18. Bye.